let's keep to it. Oh, this is a big one. First instinct would be to take this pawn and then, but you have to take note of your opponent pieces. That would have been nasty. Maintain one. Alright, this is checkmate. So you see, following that simple rule just makes it easy. So my first thought is queen here check, but we need to look for other checks. If we play queen here check, this bishop is hanging, so that's certainly not checkmate. Hey Wilson, how are you doing? Welcome to the screen. We are learning chess from the beginning, as we know good now. So basically what we're doing is we're trying to build from the ground up. So this bishop is hanging, very important to note. So in this situation, what we want to do is play a double check. Now we move our rook down, meaning our bishop is attacking the king, but the rook is also attacking the king. When it's a double check, you have to know the king, and in this situation, the king has nowhere to go, so it's checkmate. Yep. Okay, so I'm noticing knight check, queen check. Which of them leaves the king with nowhere to go? Queen check, because the knight is blocking these two squares. The rook is between this king and blocking his exit. So this is checkmate. How are you doing? You used to play. It's been a while of seeing you compete. Oh, never did compete, but it's been a while. Nonetheless. Alright, this one is a bit tricky. Because now we have two rooks. We don't need to use one of the rooks to give checkmate because the king cannot go anywhere forward. So, but what you need to take note of is if you use this rook, it's not a checkmate because he can block. So you want to do your checkmate in the easiest way possible. Meaning this rook, nobody can block because they are both blocking on this square. So this is the correct move. Although the other one is still winning, but we want to do it fast now. Yeah, anyway, there's an event coming up this Saturday, Chess on Board. It's at, where's that place there? I don't remember. If you're interested, maybe in my next game I'll share the flyer. I think it's at my 2 side. It's near my 2. I'll share the flyer. Yeah, on Saturday. If you are interested. Okay, my queen is cutting up this line. The king is here. I'll go with checkmate. I think the registration fee, if I remember correctly, is 7,000 and the first prize is 150,000. It's a rapid event, 1 day event. So there are like a number of prizes. So I have check here, I have check here, I have check here. But any of those check, this rook is going to bulldozer my king, my queen. So I have check here. If I do a check here, this queen is going to capture my queen. The only check I have left is here for the queen. Then I have knight check. This bishop is going to blast my knight. The king looks well protected, but the only thing is missing out is that this way nobody is attacking me. And if I do a check here, where can he go? He can't go here. He can't go here. He can't go here. This is his only safe square, and my knight has that covered. So that's checkmate. Alright, so we have the white pieces here. It's looking complicated, this one, because look at all these pieces defending your team. It looks like there's no way we're going to be able to challenge it, but yeah, I'll certainly be there. I'll be decided like 1 month ago. I think I played the last edition of that. I've played almost all the editions, so like the past 4 editions or so. The organizer is a good friend of mine, so I will certainly be there. Alright, I found the move ID. Check. Checkmate. But taking it slow, we need to look at all checks. This is a knight check, but it's not checkmate. A knight check, but it's not checkmate. Now we have queen check, but your queen dies. So which leaves us with the only option of queen checkmate. Alright, so in this situation, this is a free knight. Now if you remember my rules, right? My rule says check, captures, threat, right? In that order. But what you want to do is, you want to do for checks first. Was that, okay, that, unleash your inner grandmaster identity. So, I could capture this knight as a check, but then the king runs away. We continue the game, we are up a piece, but it's going to be hard because the opponent has 2 rooks and a queen. I will have just 1 queen and a rook, and if this king escapes, voila, we'll be in trouble, right? So instead of capturing the knight in this situation, what if we play a check here? Now the king cannot escape, and the king is in like a meat pie. So this is the answer. Thanks for the likes. Follow if you're not following the account. We are definitely going to be streaming more this month, like having more classes like this. Today we're doing meeting 1. The aim is to do 50. Let me see how many we've done. I don't count. Okay, we look for the checks. We have knight check, we have knight check, we have rook check. Which of them is checkmate? This is checkmate because we're attacking the king has nowhere to run to. So this is actually going to help you in spotting checkmates, even if you're playing blitz and stuff, because some people ask me how can you be so fast in blitz. Doing things like this will help your blitz, also help you with your pattern recognition and all of that. And if you notice, we've been having some repeated patterns, right? Okay, we are attacking the king, but this rook is forming super hero. This bishop is attacking our king, so something to notice. But we want to look for checkmate, so we look for all the checks. We have queen check, but this knight kills us. We have queen takes this guy, the king kills us. We have queen check, this bishop kills us. So we rule out the queen, it's not the queen giving checkmate this time. bishop. This is a light square bishop, and the king is on the dark square. So certainly not. Knight here and knight here are both checks, but in this way, this bishop takes us. So we look at knight here. Checkmate. These ones are easy because mate one is basically easy because you just want to find a single check and it's usually checkmate. A check where nobody can capture you, most times it's usually checkmate. Right. So another thing mate one person does is give you peace awareness. Like, oh, now this is a tricky one because this queen is attacking us. It's a check, right? We have to do something about it and also checkmate him simultaneously. So let's see, it's very simple, I already know the answer, but it might be complicated for beginners because now, notice this, when we move this bishop, our rook is given a check. So even though we are defending our king by taking the queen, we are still giving a checkmate. So that's the answer to that one. Alright, I'm going to speed up a bit until we find interesting person. Rook check, bad, knight check, correct. Another thing you might want to try is puzzle later. Queen here is checkmate. Now this is one worth talking about because these queens are attacking each other. This knight is defending. But what you need to notice in this position is that the knight is pinned. So if I take this queen, the knight cannot take back because my bishop takes his king. So that means I can take this queen and simply checkmate. This queen is here doing bad things. The first thing that came to my mind is pushing this pawn and checking this king, but this is not mate one because he wants away. You need to notice when a pawn moves, the square beside him become available for anybody to go to. So if we do this, the king runs away, then maybe we run away, and then blah 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 blah. We don't want that, so we need to find another check. We have queen check here, and queen check here. Okay, my life, since we're starting a new stuff this month, the life is going to be very, but on Mondays and Fridays, we're going to have a live by 8 a.m. And during the week, I'm thinking of doing something earlier for work, but if I can't, then we're going to be doing something in the evening, 8 p.m. So let's think 8. If we're not here 8 a.m., we're here 8 p.m. So this is the answer. And let's check this. Alright, I think we have done your activity. Let me see. This is attacking, this is attacking. Right? Okay, I'll try to. The 8 p.m. is fine. 8 p.m. daily. Yep. The bishop is pinned, so we can take this rook without fear. So one thing to notice, especially for beginners, is kings, right? When a piece is pinned, it cannot move. Even as much as you want to take that queen, it's not a legal move. 8 p.m. every day, we're going to be here. I'm going to keep to that. Let me be serious. Now this is a field, it's looking fat and juicy, but we want checkmate. So we look for other checks. We have only one check in this position, which is this. Bishop takes pawn. And because of the knight, that's the checkmate. So even though we could have gained 5 points, we go for the heir, which is the king. This one is simple. We have the bishop, the rook, and the queen can take that pawn. but one of them is checkmate, the other is not. So we take with the piece which is checkmate. This is an interesting position. Let's see. This bishop is doing a good job keeping the king safe, but he cannot hold everywhere. He only has two hands. So the knight here attacking the king is checkmate. We don't want to play knight here, right? Because it blocks the rook, so the king will be able to go down. But instead, we play knight here, attacking the king, and nowhere to go. So today we're doing mate in 1. Tomorrow is most likely going to be mate in 2. Okay, we look down checkmate. Look at this queen replacing my queen. Seems he wants to join my kingdom. But nah, we don't take enemy pieces. This is checkmate. Although that was a big win, but we don't want. Okay. Alright, we have queen here, and that is checkmate. Now we've seen this pattern before, where the queen forms this kind of path. It's very important to note. What's the next puzzle? 1 minute. Okay, the black pieces. Let's see, can we solve this one? I know I've solved something like this in this state, so we should be able to solve this one already. Yes, the answer is queen here, checkmate. A queen and a pawn can checkmate the king. My king is blocking up this way, the pawn is blocking up this way. Alright, sure. You can hear me anything. I should have posted about the tournament on my stream, but sure, you can hear me. I will also try to post the tournament details. Although it's kind of linked already. Alright. While we check from this point, the king goes down, so we check from behind. Yes, I do have YouTube content. Although I can't see him live here yet, but we're building it. So yeah, you can follow me on YouTube also. On Fact Chess. It's the same as the TikTok. Interesting. So many pieces, so many checks. We have a check here, we have a check. But this knight is still answer because when this knight plays its own check, the king has nowhere to go, the king is in the box. Oh, that's nice, that would be lovely. I appreciate the support. Alright, this brings us to another thing we want to notice. It's called the discover check. We already did something on it. If you remember that position where we moved our bishop back and the rook was attacking the king, this is something similar. Even though our queen is hanging, now in this position we're going to use two things. One is double check, meaning when we move our knight, the knight is attacking the king, the queen is attacking the king. And if you remember what I said about double check, you cannot capture them because if you capture the knight, the queen is still giving a check. And if you capture the queen, the knight is still giving a check. So the only thing you can do when you have a double check is to move the king. So where can you move the king to? If you put the knight here, you can move the king here, right? So that's why the square you're moving the knight to is very important. We have to move the knight here, and now the king is checkmated. Even though the two pieces attacking the king is hanging, chess is also safe to get. They are both hanging, but everybody can block, but nobody can save the king. The king is done. Okay. Now we have very few pieces. We have just the knight, and our opponent is about to queen. Many people want to move our knight here to stop the king, but we need to look for checks first. So in this situation, we have only one check, and that is the answer, because the knight is stopping the king from running away, the pawn is stopping, and the heavy piece is just doing that job to checkmate the king. All plus is a 4. Extra point for us. Alright, so remember what we said about discover? Yes, but this is not a position for discover, because if we discover, the rook is attacking the king, yes, but the king will not have so many places to run to. So we need to find something else. I'll wait a minute, a second, no, 5 seconds. If someone can find checkmate in this position, you can drop the answer in a minute. Yep, the answer is knight check. It's a checkmate because we are blocking. No, knight E is not a checkmate because the bishop takes it, and the king can go on this way. So the answer is checkmate. So, like I said, to solve mate in one pose, let me just repeat myself a bit. You don't have to look for all the checks and examine all of them. So it teaches you how to evaluate the position, right? Good and bad, you want to find the good checks and bad checks, and then the checkmates. So if you can do that, the more you do that, the better you are at evaluating. Now this one is a bit tricky because first move that comes to your mind is queen a check, but the king runs away, so we can't do that. So in this position, the checkmate cannot be the queen because we have considered all the queen checks. None of them is working, so we need to find out that is no pawn can check. So that's not the answer. The answer is knight. Knight check, the queen is stopping the king from going here. These two pawns are doing a good job stopping the king from going forward, and that's a checkmate. Okay, the king does capture this pawn. This position wants to make me talk about the other, but we're going to save that for future classes. Right, so queen taking this pawn is a checkmate. If you notice, the bishop and the queen can take the pawn, but we want to use the piece that attacks the king, so that's a checkmate. Look up. Our queen is under attack. So what do? We do nothing and we attack the king because the king is who the king is all about. And that is our checkmate. And let me see, I'll go down up to 50 here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 in a line, 16 in the next line. No, well, not 15. Alright, we just complete this next line and we are done for today. Okay, this is a checkmate. Interesting. Whoa, I almost put my queen here, so that been a checkmate, but the knight can capture our queen. So that's not a checkmate. So we need to find a checkmate. If we put our rook down here, the king can run up, so that's also not a checkmate. Interesting, this puzzle, I was not able to solve it at first glance. So what's the answer? Oh, I found it. Very interesting puzzle. We can't go here because the night take us, but we can come here. We also cannot come here because the night takes us. But Queen is, funny enough, we're not even close to King, but still a checkmate. Now it took me a minute. Interesting. So you see, even it's not like there's some nice needs to do mating one puzzles because it helps make it sharp. I must say, puzzles is one of my weak points in chess. I'm not very good at puzzles. But like I say, you train part of chess, you're not very good at. So this is a checkmate. Now we have rook here and rook here. One of them is a checkmate and the second one is not. Can you find out why? If you go here, it's not a checkmate because the king goes over here. But if you go here, it's a checkmate because the king cannot go here because your king is covering the square. So very important and little detail to notice. Ooh, the queen is being attacked, but we ignore and we use our rook to checkmate. It's being supported by the queen. This is a checkmate. This is similar to that puzzle that was times. So, but because I've seen a pattern like that, and this time we're using a bishop instead of a queen. So pattern recognition. I've seen a pattern like that today. So this one, I solved this one faster. Now notice this one is one step to queen. Some people might not notice that in this position. So the answer to this one is just to queen and checkmate. Remember, even in puzzles, the rules of chess still applies. Now I want to take this pawn because my bishop and my queen is attacking it. But is that checkmate? No. So we find another check. We have a check here, we have a check here. And this check at the back line is a checkmate because the rook does select. If you notice, the rook last move was leaving the back blank. And because of that, we checkmated the king. So that is 50. I think it's more than 50, but that is at least 50. And this is when we call it A. So if you have not done your puzzles, you can still go for it. You can join the challenge. Daily puzzles 50 at least. Alright, thank you for joining. I will share the flyer to the tournament I talked about, and I will also what is that? I'll see you by 8 p.m. tonight. Be sure to join. Thank you.